Hey, everybody, this is Tim with Op-Ed Daily News. I've got a random article here I just wanted to go over because it's kind of cuckooville. It's from NBC News. It's posted today. This veteran from the Air Force is charged with trying to join ISIS. His name is Tayrod Nathan Webster Pugh. Apparently, he worked for he was in the military between 1986 and 1990, avionics instrument specialist. According to news sources, he was charged with attempting to go to Syria and join ISIS. He Turkey denied him entry into the country, so they sent him packing back to Egypt. And from Egypt, he was deported back to the United States after he was found carrying suspicious items, including a photograph of a machine gun. Oh my. Now, we can't be having people flying internationally with photographs of guns and stuff in their possession. I mean, because that's pretty suspicious. Uh, Man, we better just start confiscating all pictures of anything that's violent. Man, if I bring in a picture of a Molotov cocktail, who knows what kind of devastation I might be able to inflict on those around me. I mean, paper cuts, yeah, those things can be deadly. Deadly. Whatever. This is just the ridiculousness of this country, this government, this whole ISIS thing. So now, apparently, it is illegal to want to go and fight for something that you believe in another country just because your own government disagrees with it. I don't like ISIS. I think ISIS is a militant group that was inevitable because you topple Saddam Hussein in a country where we shouldn't have been in the first damn place. So we get rid of the only power structure in that region that was able to keep all of those countries in check. And this is true. Love Saddam or hate him, that's what he did. He brought peace to that area, whether it was through fear or beating or torturing or killing other people, didn't really matter because when he was in power, everybody seemed to get along at least cordially. But you remove that power structure from the mix and you bring in some bullshit fake ass government, and this is what happens. George Bush said it would happen. Dick Cheney said it would happen. If those two retards can see that this is going to happen, then I'm pretty sure it's kind of a common knowledge thing, at least in the intelligence community, that that would happen. It's like a vacuum of power. Somebody's gonna fill that void. It's missing a power void. Somebody's going to fill it, and along comes ISIS. Oh, these horrible people, they're beheading them, and they're killing these people, and they're killing these Yazidis on the mountain, and they're killing all these Christians, and yada, and not to mention that the Christian population is only like 1% of Iraq. Let's not even talk about that. But oh God, they start killing these Christians. We got to rush in there. We got to send the troops in there. We got to start bombing these people with drones. We got to do all these things to kill these ISIS guys because they're just horrible people. Even though we've been torturing people for how long now? I know since at least since Bush came into office, we started torturing people. We've been bombing innocent Iraqi civilians and Afghanis for how long now? What, 20 years now almost? The United States has been doing all of these things that we accuse ISIS of doing, yet because, I don't know, maybe because they run around with beards and have dark skin, they're somehow more scary. They're just scarier than Americans doing it, I guess. Or they're less civilized because instead of blowing them up with a drone, they chop their heads off. And chopping their heads off is, I don't know, more bloody, seems more barbaric, even though to me seems like it's a little more humane to just get it done with instead of people on the outlying regions of the bomb. They get skin boils and skin falls off and they don't die, but they suffer like hell. I don't know. So you've got this guy. He was charged with, let's see, attempting to provide material support to a terrorist organization. Come on. You, you cannot believe this. Because our government has been providing material support to terrorist organizations since terrorist organizations was a phrase. We've been giving these people, I mean, ISIS is running around in our tanks, in our trucks, in using our rockets and our guns. They're using our stuff. We were training these people in other countries to combat who we thought at that time was our enemy. And then turns around, they take over the country, and boom, all of a sudden, well, these guys that we trained, holy crap, now they're using our training against us or against our allies. I don't know. I'm sorry, I don't buy it. This is all a bunch of crap. And now they've arrested, it says 23 Americans have been charged for trying to fight for ISIS or for facilitating an attempt to do so. So now, even if you talk about it or try to go over to another country and fight for something that you believe in, now you are in violation of the United States law, and I'm sure you can be considered an enemy combatant. You don't get a lawyer, you don't get this, you can be tortured, they'll just keep you indefinitely. Because this case, actually, say Pugh was arrested January 16th, but the case has been sealed since that date. I assume January, the beginning of this year. I mean, who the hell knows? Yeah, it would have to be because there's December is when he was last in a job in Kuwait. So, and then here's another part I wanted to point out. Let's see. Searches of his laptop revealed online queries about borders and crossing points controlled by Islamic State, and videos showing ISIS executions. Posting on social media show Pugh repeatedly professed a desire never to return to the U.S., even though his family, including children, are in the country. So now this guy is just guilty because he says he doesn't want to come back to the United States. Hey, you know, I want to go over to this other country where I'm more comfortable. I assume he's an a Muslim. I'm just going to assume that it doesn't say in the article one way or the other, but I'll just assume that he is. So he wants to go over to another country and fight for his religion. That's what he wants to do. We're supposed to be, have religious freedom in this country, but we can't do that. We're not allowed to say, oh, well, my religion is calling me. Allah is calling me, and I must go and fight for what I believe is right for my own God. No, 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 no. Can't do that. That's not religious freedom because, if you did that, then we'd have all these like scary Muslim people running around, doing scary Muslim things. And God forbid we do that, because the only religion that's correct in this country apparently is the Christian religion. We can't have any other ones. We're not going to support any other kind of religious freedom, even though this whole jihadist thing is all bullshit anyway. So this guy was arrested for simply wanting to go over to another country because from what this article reads, he didn't actually do anything. He had a picture of a machine gun in his possession, and somehow that's suspicious. Really? Is this what our country has devolved to? This bullshit? That's all it is. So that's all for today. I'm sorry to take up much of your time. I probably could have boiled this down to a 2-minute clip, but hey, this kind of stuff just irritates the piss out of me, so I had to let it all out there. If you like the video, you hit the like button. You can come back, subscribe. I'll have more videos and my opinions in the future, and you can check out opeddaily.com as well. That's the website. So maybe you'll see me again. All right, peace out, yo.